Hi everyone, it's Laura, and I hope you're all doing well. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about positivity. And I think this, in association with diet and health, is often overlooked, and I think it's something that people need to be able to recognize. And I think a bigger conversation needs to be talked about in regards to positivity and overall health. So if you're interested, then let's get started. So more research is coming out on the impact of mindset, whether it comes to stress or positivity or overall mental health, and how that is associated with weight and physical health status. And I'm someone who strongly believes in the power of positivity. I think that if you don't think that you can do something, then it's never going to happen. If you don't see yourself being at a certain fitness level, or you don't see yourself completing that race that you really want to complete, or you don't see yourself living and consuming healthy, fresh, wholesome foods, if it's not something that you can visualize and mentally see, then it's never going to happen. In order to achieve goals, whether it's health, fitness, or general life goals, in my opinion, the number one factor that will influence whether or not you're able to do it is whether you believe in yourself and whether you believe that you can actually do it. Because if you don't have that drive, if you don't have that motivation, if when in the face of conflict or in the face of resistance, if you're not able to see past that and see the finish line or see the finished goal, then it's never going to happen. Because life isn't daisies and roses and perfection. And so we are going to go through struggles, and it is a part of life. But in order to achieve your goals and to be the person that you want to be, you have to be able to push through that and see past that. And to not see just what's right in front of you, but for lack of a better phrase, be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this goes along with life in general, but it also goes along with health and fitness. So if you're someone who there's a specific goal that you want in mind, whether it's achieving a fitness goal, whether it's being healthy and consuming healthy food, then in order for that to happen, you have to be able to see yourself being there and see yourself making this real for you. And I know a lot of people talk about visualizing and things like that, and not that I don't disagree with it, I totally agree with it, but I think more powerful than being able to visualize it or visualizing it on a daily basis is the belief and the faith that you think that you can do it. And it's not just this some wishful thinking or this hope or this dream, but it's something that you see yourself doing and you believe that you can do it. I think a lot of times what gets in the way of us achieving our goals isn't other people, it isn't the environment or environmental things or outward external things, but instead it's ourself. It's that either we don't believe we can do it, we can't get out of that negative mindset, we can't get out of that negative self-talk. And I can't stress the importance of speaking well of yourself, to not talking down upon yourself, whether it's in your head, whether it's something mentally when you look in the mirror or when you don't do things perfectly, then that mental negative self-talk, or even talking to other people saying, oh, I'll never look that way, or oh, my hair will never be able to do that, or I wish I could fit into your clothes, or whatever it may be. Just saying those things and putting those things out there, not only is it semi-awkward for the other person on the receiving end to be like, no, your hair's really pretty, or I don't know, to kind of be that your advocate, you're kind of putting yourself in that situation where you don't think that you're good enough or pretty enough or whatever it is. And so you're putting this negativity out there, expecting the other person to fulfill that confidence, to say, no, what you're saying is wrong, no, you actually really do have a good body, or no, whatever it may be. You're putting your confidence in someone else and expecting them to, in return, give you that confidence. Instead of looking inside yourself and saying, you know what, my body may not be where I want it to be right now, but I know I'm getting there and I'm working towards it, and it is something that I'm willing to achieve and I'm able to achieve. And trying to get away from the negative self-talk, like I said, not only in your head, but actually speaking it to other people. And I think whenever you're around other people or you see someone who has something that you want or has achieved something that you want to achieve, it's easy to say, oh, well, I'm not there yet, so I guess I'm not going to do it, or I'm not good enough, or I'll never get there. Instead, using those people that have done what you want to do, using them as tools. And that's a huge thing I've learned over the past few years, are finding people that are doing exactly what I want to do or living a lifestyle that I want to live, and asking them questions, whether it's someone that I don't know or someone I do know, reaching out to them on social media, or if they have interviews with people, listening to interviews, trying to figure out how they got to where they are. And instead of using that as a negative thing, instead of saying, oh, I'm not there yet, instead using it as motivation and using it as a tool to try and figure out how they did it. So not saying that their recipe or what they did will work exactly the same way for you, but using it as a way to maybe figure out your own recipe or figure out your own path, and using those different individuals that you respect and admire to get you there, whether they realize it or not. I have many people on throughout my life that they've really placed a big impact on my life, and a lot of them don't even know the depth of that. They don't recognize how big of an impact they made on my life. But it is super important to get away from the negativity, to when you see other people that have achieved what you want to achieve, then using them as resources and as guides and as mentors, even if they don't even know it, and using that as a positive tool for you. So I hope this really encouraged you, whether you're utilizing this video for health and fitness or just life goals in general. Super important, staying positive, stopping the negative self-talk in your head and actually speaking it, and also utilizing people that have achieved what you want to achieve as resources, and actually looking into how they went about doing it and applying it to your life, whether you just apply bits and pieces of it or whether you actually what they did works for you. Either way. So I hope this video helped y'all out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I love hearing from y'all. If you have tips for additional videos or there's something specific you want me to talk about, then I'd more than happy to do that. Also, I'll put my link below to my book. It's all about incorporating a plant-based lifestyle into your life. So check that out, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.